It's baby's first Christmas.
And by baby, we do mean Epic Universe.
Obviously. What else?
Hey there, man fam. We're excited to be here at Epic Universe for its inaugural holiday season.
It is our duty today to explore Epic and find every single holiday thing that we can find. I'm talking decor.
Yep.
I'm talking snacks.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm talking merchandise.
Of course.
We have made a list. We have checked it twice. I'm already sweating because I'm wearing a holiday sweater in Florida, but that's okay. Let's have an epic holiday. Consider us your happy holiday detectives. We're basically giant elves, just looking for celebration, whimsy, and mischief. And we've already found some, because there's garland all around the Kronos right there, and it's really nice. And from the Universal Parks blog, they told us that they made the garland different around Celestial Park. It's all decorated, but they have made custom garland to fit different places in the world, so we will be scoping that out throughout the day today. But I think first things first, when we're on a holiday mission, holiday store. And that holiday store is North Star Wintry Wonders, which is part of Vincent Various's Emporium right here. This is a year-round store, but we are, of course, going to go in and see if they have any new items and or pick out a holiday ornament for our tree. Well, first things first, they have the new Harry Potter holiday collection, which they have in the other parks as well, but you've got this Harry Potter sweater, spirit jersey, cards, t-shirt, hat, leg warmers, throwback, and scarf. Plus, stocking, ornaments, plates, giant mugs. Happy Christmas. Ooh, I like these house stockings and tree skirt. Plus, if you know anything about Harry Potter merchandising, there is literally enough ornaments that have been around for a while that you could do a whole tree in Harry Potter if you wanted to. We did. There's also, ooh, look, How to Train Your Dragon ornaments, Dark Universe Christmas tree. We're gonna do that. This one's going on our tree, I think, this year. You gotta get the Frankenstein Manor, I think. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, one of my plans was to get one of these Universal Epic Universe ornaments and get it personalized like you see here to celebrate the grand opening of Epic 2025, but the elf is on break. So we will come back, but do know you can personalize ornaments here. Also, I've never seen this window. Huh. I wonder, Earl! Oh, you know what? It connects up here.
To the conveyor belt.
Yes, so there's a great Easter egg. If you watch this conveyor belt right here, you will see an Earl the Squirrel plush, but it looks like, there it is, falling into the sleigh, so Santa can bring it. I love this. And there's an Earl the Squirrel painting on the back. That's hilarious.
The first portal we are stopping by today is How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, to celebrate Snoggletog. Now, in the olden days before friendship with dragons, Snoggletog was celebrated as a time where these folks, these kind Vikings, were free from the dragon raids. But now today, it is a time to celebrate together with your dragons in friendship. So let's go see how Berk is celebrating Snoggletog this year. Now, whilst we were not greeted by any obvious decorations for ye olde Snoggletog on our way inside of the Isle of Berk, I did see upon a menu a Snoggletog Harvest from Spitfire Grill, and so I have selected that as a mobile order. We are waiting to pick it up, and based upon the description, I'm thrilled to try this new mac and cheese cone.
And here we have the influencer taking what is called in the wild a thumbnail. You'll see he's got various different faces and holding the cone in different poses so that he may choose a photo to hopefully attract new prey.
Are you suggesting viewers are prey?
No, because I don't want to be predators. Well, I do. If it was predator versus prey like animals, I would definitely pick predator, but I don't want to,
Good save. Here it is, the Snoggletog Harvest. Now, this is the standard mac and cheese cone, but topped with pulled maple glazed turkey, a spiced lingonberry drizzle, roasted sweet potatoes, a sage chimichurri, and then some crispy stuffing crumbles on top. Fork me. Yep. The bread gun and the mac and cheese are good as always. The lingonberry drizzle, lightly sweet, has a lot of warming mulling spices in it. The turkey itself is fine. It's nothing that's going to absolutely radically change your day. It's just like a solid turkey. It's nothing bad. But what is great is that sage chimichurri. All the nice, delicious acidic flavors of chimichurri with some nice warming sage. And those sweet potatoes are phenomenal. Yeah, carbs on carbs on carbs. For that cone, I'm gonna give it 7.5 glasses of Astrid's Yak Nog.
Get your yak nog! Come on, get a frothy, delicious cup of cheer.
As a pro tip, you can get the mac and cheese cones at both Spitfire and Hooligan's Grog and Grill, but you can mobile order them at Spitfire, so I highly recommend doing that. Popping into Toothless's Treasures on a mission to see if we can discover any holiday decorations and or merchandise. I've spotted some Snoggletog decor. Back behind the register, we've got some garland and juniper berries and bows. Aw, and over here we have a nice Snoggletog display with the eggs, because the reason the dragons left at the winter time, which again, as Alan said, used to be celebrated, the absence of dragons, is because this is actually when the dragons go breed and have their babies, as discovered in the short Gift of the Night Fury. It's also when the hooligans discover that Gronkle eggs explode, which I think means we must ride Hiccup's wing gliders, as there is a Gronkle component to it, and I think we need to celebrate that moment in a true Burke style. Hiccup's Wing Gliders is a most delightful attraction here. It's a family coaster with a 40-inch height requirement, and it takes you on some whimsical adventures throughout the Isle of Burke with Toothless and Hiccup. You see Hiccup in his craftsman shed has made a device so that we as Vikings in training can learn what it's like to fly on the back of a dragon without having to actually fly on the back of a dragon. And as you can imagine, Toothless not into that because he wants you to fly with dragons. So he sets us off before the wings have attached and, well, chaos ensues. But again, we're riding this because of the Gronkle egg portion so that we can celebrate Snoggletog's true meaning, which is dragon babies and they're really cute.
En route to Hiccup's Wing Gliders, we got distracted by How to Treat Your Dragon because they have a Snoggletog Sweets display, and I think more importantly, a delightful snowman of Toothless in the back there. Oh, and they have some like the snow decorations up on the top, inside, with some garland. This is so cute. Continuing on our journey through our gift shop, they have a big sign, Gear Up for Snoggletog. You've got decorations all around through garland, and I think the coolest part is the tree that they put up at the Isle of Burke to celebrate the season, covered in ornaments. It truly does look like this in the short, where you just have planks of wood nailed together to make a loose tree shape.
However, in the short, they use shields instead of ornaments.
Correct. Which, do these look like a shield? No, they're just flying dragons.
But it's
It's so cute.
All right, we decided that another great way to celebrate the Snoggletog season is to eat these candy eggs from the How to Treat Your Dragon bakery case. Now, these are not special to Snoggletog, but we're gonna try them anyway. My egg is cookies and cream.
Whoa. It's like a truffle.
So I got a cookies and cream thing in here.
Oh.
There's Pop Rocks in there too, I think. Or there's something making it have a crunchy texture. That delicious chocolate tastes like cookies and cream. You know, I'm probably not gonna pick this over some of the other stuff in the bakery case, but it tastes good.
And I am sampling the salted caramel egg. Ooh. I like that better than cookies and cream. Not super sweet, very caramelly, and the chocolate's great, goes great with it. If you're a fan of caramel,
Oh, that's great.
get this. It's not, oh, ooh,
That's awesome.
wow.
And now, back to Hiccup's Wing Gliders. Alan, do you remember in the first one when Toothless doesn't like the tail that lets him fly on his own in the first holiday one, and he wants the one that Hiccup uses with him?
I do.
Why are the dragons so sweet?
They're like dogs. We don't deserve dragons.
Yeah, I wish I had a dragon.
Fire-breathing dragon. Please remember, there's no smoking inside the dragon.
Well, that was just a delight. On our way out, we see some more of Snoggletog celebrations here in Hiccup's workshop, where they have plenty of the adoptable dragons in their eggs as a nice reference to the fact that dragons are laying their eggs at this time of year. But our next stop, after a delightful flight where we can see new Gronkles join us here on Burke, well, that's just Mead Hall. where they have some more Snoggletog celebratory items waiting to be consumed.
The first of our mead hall goodies have arrived. 2 beverages. The one on the left here, this is the Snoggletog Spiked Nog, which is made with malt chocolate and cinnamon drink, spiked with spiced mead, ginger, hops, and whipped topping. And this is the frozen yak nog, which is first introduced into the How to Train Your Dragon universe in the Gift of the Night Fury holiday special. Asher makes it to try and cheer everyone up because all the dragons left, but I'm going to assume this one tastes a lot better than whatever she's giving everyone. Now, yak nog is a drink that you can get at Burke since it opened, but this frozen version is new for the holidays. It is a malted chocolate cinnamon drink with whipped topping, so basically sounds like it's a boozy and a non-boozy version of the same drink, and I'm excited to try them.
Cheers. You get all the delicious flavors of yak nog, which is like a chocolate milk that has been laced with cinnamon. And then on top of that, you get the burn of what tastes like a whiskey. So yeah, this is incredible. Now, I don't know if I could have more than one, but I would be tempted to try. I'm gonna give this an 8.5 out of 10 Gronkle dragon eggs.
Aww. The eggs explode?
All right, cheers. That's even better frozen. It kind of tastes like hot chocolate if it was frozen, but there's a distinct cinnamon flavor. This is fantastic. I'm a big fan of this. I think this is really fun for kids and adults who don't want to consume alcohol but want a festive bevy. And because it's frozen, it makes sense for Florida because it's 1,000,000 degrees outside. Or maybe I'm just wearing a wool sweater. I'm giving this 8 out of 10 platters of trout left on the mantle for Toothless.
Happy Snoggletog, Astrid.
Happy Snoggletog.
All right, and our food, the second half of order has arrived, the Gronkle bread pudding. This is made with warm malted cinnamon bread pudding with a yak nog anglaise, chocolate pop rocks, and vanilla ice cream on top. And a little flag.
I love bread pudding, so I'm pretty excited. Getting a good bite here. I mostly got ice cream at first, which I know what ice cream tastes like. That's pretty good bread pudding. Nice thick crust on the outside, so you've got some texture. It's got the yak nog on it, which is again chocolatey and cinnamon. I do wish the bread pudding itself had more cinnamon and spice to it. The bread itself is kind of bland. All the flavors coming from the yak nog and the vanilla ice cream. So I would say this is pretty good if you want to try a decent bread pudding, but not my favorite dessert in the park. So I'm gonna give that a 7 out of 10 metal toothless heads.
There he is, the Night Fury.
Back in Celestial Park outside Meteor Astropub, where you can see the garland is undeniably cosmic themed with different stars and planets and the cosmos. We've also got some garland here arching over the entrance of the restaurant. And what I gotta say is that I like that the decorations are subtle. I like that they're still playing the incredible original music that they made for Celestial Park and not Christmas music. It's definitely undeniably holiday, but it's not taking over, which I think is the goal, especially at the brand new park. You still want people coming, most likely for the first time, to experience Epic in its classic fashion, but it's still like a nod to the holidays.
But our next stop at Celestial Park is Celestial Sweets, which I've always referred to as the Coca-Cola sweet stand, and that's sort of reinforced by the decorations that are on the garland on the exterior. They do distinctly have that Coke bottle. But here they have the Celestial Holiday Churro for the holidays, which is a gingerbread churro. So let's give it a try. And here is the Holiday Churro. This is a gingerbread churro with peppermint and marshmallow topping, sprinkles, and a little Santa on top. Cheers.
Great Santa.
As I suspected, individually, these components are quite good. Together, well, not my favorite.
You could say they go together like, you know, your relatives at the holiday dinner table. There will be clashing.
Okay, so on its own, the gingerbread churro does taste like gingerbread, and it's a good churro. It's fresh, crispy on the outside, nice and hot and fluffy on the inside. And you know that peppermint whipped cream is potentially the most pepperminty thing I've ever eaten. And I've taken a swig of pure peppermint extract before. And it's kind of what it reminds me of. So you gotta really like peppermint. Separately, awesome, because I love peppermint and I love gingerbread. Together, less so. So because of that, and because of the clash, I'm gonna have to knock the points a little bit. And I'm gonna give it 5.5 Rudolphs out of 10.
What are you laughing at? Rudolph.
Next portal, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. The previous Wizarding Worlds always decorate so fabulously this time of year, so I'm super excited to see what they've done in Wizarding Paris. One of my season highlights every year is just slowly meandering through the Wizarding World and looking at all the beautiful garland. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty in here. We're definitely gonna have to come back once the sun goes down to see how it looks, but this world is already so stunning when you walk in, and then to have the little holiday flair, super special. Immediately obsessed with the snake bows and snake wreaths here at this boutique. Like, how do I get those in our home? We both want them for our home. Unsurprisingly, the decor outside the flower shop is stunning, and an overwhelming amount of seasonally colored flowers. Up high, you've got the stars in the windows.
I haven't called snarflakes before.
Snarflakes. Up high, you've got the stars in the windows, all the beautiful garland. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Over the cauldron shop, you've got some bronze leaves to match. Okay, this is adorable. Over Caramel's candy shop, you've got this gingerbread cookie with the demi-guys on it, and the bows look like they were made of frosting. This is so cute. Okay, we have to pop in to see if the bakery case has any holiday treats. Okay, not seeing anything specifically holiday, but you could get a delicious peppermint toad macaron, which we've had before, and pretend it's specific for Christmas. And there is some decor in here with macaron and different gingerbread snowflakes on the garland. All right, well, there's no exclusively holiday snacks in there, but when you're a holiday detective, you can make things holiday themed. We got macaron to theme after our favorite holidays. I obviously went for the best holiday, Halloween, and got the pumpkin juice macaron.
And I obviously represent the winter holidays with peppermint. I do like that you implied the detectives can just make up whatever they want.
Holiday detectives can.
Oh, well, cheers.
Cheers.
I love peppermint.
I love pumpkin.
Yeah.
It tastes like that.
What she said, but just on my macaron.
I do love the macaron in this bakery case and Celestial Sweets because they're really cute. They're a good small sweet treat, and I like that all the ones here are themed to different iconic Wizarding World snacks. So
And they're very good too, high quality.
yeah, so delicious.
But now it's time to go look at more decor.
Yes.
While the Flamel corridor was bare and did not host any holiday decor, upon exiting, if you look directly above, I believe this is Maison Fro, you will see that on the garland they have what look like paper cutouts of different magical beasts. So you've got the Akami, moon calves, etc., as well as some standard holiday decor, the pine trees and snowflakes. Now, I love that there is holiday decor across these shops, and there's frankly just so much of it. I'm not going to point all of it out. What I will acknowledge is that each of the shops looks as if they have hung out their own specific decoration. So it's not one consistent theme. It's like the owners have decided to be like, hey, this is the garland that best represents my store. Let's put that out front. For example, on ML Clark's shop, where they create kites, their garland is strung with a whole host of kite tails. And above the tailor shop, you will see that there are ribbons made out of measuring tape. I just love that the decorations are all themed to that small locale. And over Bar Moonshine, you will notice that on their garland, it looks as if they have wheat and some hops. So different ingredients to actually make a variety of alcoholic beverages.
We ran into some of our friends, and they're going to share with us their favorite decorations here in Place Cachet.
Oh, sure. Okay. So you know how I feel about sweets. You know I love sweets. once. So when I saw the decorations that they had up at Caramel, I was just tickled beyond belief. I feel like the cookies that are up on the second floor in the windows, those are Billy-sized cookies. I could work on one all day long and be completely satisfied, as opposed to having to do 8 boxes of fizzing cookies.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, there's it's a paper shop with like school supplies and quills.
Yes.
And they've got paper decorations of magical creatures.
Like cutouts.
I'm not surprised you like that one because I know you love the
So they've
Fantastic
got
Beasts.
Moon calves and alchemy. Yeah, that's really beautiful.
That's amazing.
I love the florists, the flower shop. It just looks beautiful. I want them to decorate it year round. So springtime you have pastel flowers, and then you also maybe some fall leaves during All Hallows Eve time.
Yeah.
I really adore that one.
You should tell the shop owner that.
I know, I should talk to her.
Yes.
Well, future French minister for magic.
Yes,
That's-
I have
yes.
to say, pardonnez-moi, but I think the people would love to see more.
We love flowers.
And then it's a good advertisement for the flowers that they sell.
Yes,
too.
yes.
So it helps
Amazing.
everyone.
Amazing. You're thinking. Well, merci beaucoup. A bientôt. Continuing our way, we have newspaper pages and typography in the newspaper garland. In the music shop garland, there's different bells. I love on the Metro flute that it's got the green light throughout the garland, which is going to look even better at night when they do that flue powder white effect. And above Toram Flu, you can see banners that say Merry Christmas in a variety of languages. You've got English, French, Spanish, and I'm going to go with German. It feels German to me.
Yeah, and that was a butchering of that pronunciation.
Feels like a good guess.
Yeah.
And in the vein of very subtle but adorable decor, here above the key shop, the wreaths are all made of keys kind of under the awning. But if you look up, there's some wreaths in the window, and they have the flying keys, which is a fun, subtle nod to the Sorcerer's Stone. And then also a detail I've never noticed, but not seasonal. If you look at the main key sign, there's a little metal niffler reaching for it because it's shiny. I just love it here.
All right, our next stop is Le Gobelin Noir. But as we walk through Flamel Corridor, this is the only area of the Wizarding World where there don't look to be any decorations for the holiday, but that makes sense. This is sort of one of the dark alleyways, so it makes sense that it's devoid of the holiday cheer.
While there may not be decor here at Goblet Noir, there is festive wine. This is glühwein. Glühwein, perhaps. It is made with Cabernet Sauvignon, ruby port, raspberry, Himbeergeist, orange juice, honey syrup, ginger, allspice, nutmeg, and clove, and it is served warm. I think it's going to taste like mulled wine, but I'm excited to give it a whirl. To your health, Harry. Ooh. Well, isn't that a tasty treat? It's mulled wine. So it's warm, it's cozy, it's not really acidic like wine can be because you're balancing it out with the honey and the other flavors. You've got all those nice warming spices, those mulling spices in there. So it's got a little bit like nutmeg, cinnamon, cardamom, a little citrus. That is fantastic. It's not super unique because if you've had mulled wine anywhere, it tastes like this, but it's very good. I'm gonna give this 9 out of 10 holiday jumpers sewn with love by Mrs. Weasley.
What are you wearing?
Oh, Mum made it. Looks like you got one too.
After our delicious mulled beverage, let's go investigate Café L'Air de la Serene to see if there is anything on the menu that is holiday or maybe holiday adjacent. After all, as Molly has said, we are holiday detectives, and this is worth investigating. Right as you walk inside, you see the beautiful tree that they have decorated inside the cafe, and there is garland strung betwixt the columns and hanging on all of the sconces on the walls and columns there. This is really so pretty. It's subtle, but it is still elevated for Christmas.
So the only new addition to the menu here for the holiday season is the hot butter beer, which is delightful. And at the other parks, they have added it year round, so we'll see if it sticks around. We, however, have gotten the baguette de dinde, which is a freshly baked baguette with turkey, brie, apple, cream with some pommes frites. And I know what you're thinking, Molly, that's not a seasonal treat, but to that I say, one, many families eat turkey at the holidays. So it is inherently a holiday treat. And two, it's wearing a sweater. So you cannot argue that this is a Christmas sandwich. This sandwich is so good. It has stood the test of time. And by that I mean the 8 months this park has been open. But every time we get it, it's delicious. The bread is warm and crusty. You've got that cracked pepper turkey adding in a nice smokiness and little peppery bites, the little crunch and tartness from the apple, the nuttiness from the brie, and then you've got bitter arugula on there. It's a 10 out of 10 sandwich. But in this case, we're going to give it 10. Happy Christmas, Harrys. I've got presents.
Yeah. Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron.
Of course, we cannot celebrate holidays in the Wizarding World without getting a hot butter beer, or as all of us say super easily, beer.
Yep, that's it.
Beer show, which means hot butter beer, and it's got the beautiful Mina Lima French logo on it. And this gets 10 out of 10 little paper crowns that Mr. Weasley's wearing because he's not dead.
Dark.
Harry.
As always, the Wizarding World is so beautiful. And with all these decorations, I just can't wait to see it at night. Back in Celestia Park, we're just taking in all the beautiful decorations, and that includes those here at the Blue Dragon. Molly doing the old Naruto run towards the doors and veering off towards the garlands. Molly, I understand that you think it was originated in weapons, but I promise you it's the Naruto run first and foremost. And here at the Blue Dragon, within the garland, you see the beautiful artistic stylings of clouds moving across the sky. Perhaps having been whipped up by the beating of a dragon's wings. Similarly, I'm given to understand / guess that all of the ornaments in the garland are also blue because it is the Blue Dragon. Looks at Molly for confirmation.
Well, these are gold and silver, but there are blue ones.
I'm gonna count that. But a holiday investigator's work is never done. Our next stop is Dark Universe. And while there isn't anything advertised as holiday within the village of Darkmoor, would we really be good holiday detectives, investigators of all that is merry and bright, if we did not do our due diligence and check? That's a rhetorical question, folks. No, we would not be, so we're gonna go do it.
I mean, I'm already seeing holiday things. Look at this nice gentleman who's wrapped himself like a present. But as we venture in, I'm not seeing any holiday decor initially. However, maybe Dr. Victoria Frankenstein decorated the manor for the season. And again, we are committed. This is in no way just because we want to ride the best ride at the park. This is only for the holiday mission. We gotta go see if she's got a tree. Dr. V, did you decorate for me? Coming to see you, friend.
She didn't decorate for you. She decorated for the Saturnalia celebration.
Did she decorate for Krampus? I don't know. But we are gonna ride Monsters Unchained, which has a 48-inch height requirement and takes you deep into the catacombs underneath Frankenstein Manor, where you come face to face with all your favorite monsters. No tree yet, but we've gotta see got to keep going because we just got in here.
We're in the foyer.
Perhaps she put Santa hats on the monsters in the catacombs. Maybe the Phantom is playing, jingle bells on the piano. We have to know.
I am Igor. My job is to get you through this experiment in one piece. But Igor, I hear you say, where's the fun in that? I agree, you delightful freak. You sit, Igor steals, nothing goes wrong. Yes? Oh. This is fun, yes? Show them. At once, Doctor. Lower the lights.
These people are friends.
You know what? Thank goodness we rode Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment, because how else would we have found this Charlie Brown Christmas tree here in the exit gift shop? You know what? Honestly, thank goodness for science. Holiday science.
But also, don't forget, we saw the Invisible Man wearing a full Santa suit on the ride.
Oh, you're so right. He just did learn how to apply the monocaine to his clothing.
Exactly.
Another honorable mention here for these stockings that are themed to the very dark moor. You have, I think, the Bride of Frankenstein in there, and Frank, and some other. Yeah. Ooh, very cool. Well, okay. I think we can all agree that attraction is phenomenal. My favorite in all of Epic Universe, and I'm so glad that our decision to ride it for Holiday Science was validated. But that leads me to believe that we also must explore another iconic location here in Darkmoor, and that is the Burning Blade Tavern. We need to see if those, I don't want to call them scoundrels, if those monster hunters have also decided to celebrate this season with a little bit of Yuletide cheer. What you doing?
It's just so funny. I got this crossbow here, and I'm checking to see if there's like a jingle bell or something at the bottom. We are detectives. We leave no stone unturned.
No glass unfinished.
Or it could be mistletoe, or holly, or a poinsettia, like at the bottom. And how else will I know if I don't drink it?
Or a dead man's toe.
It is Darkmoor. It could be more sinister. Hi, Molly here with an important PSA this holiday season. Now, many folks decide that the holidays is the perfect time to give their loved ones an animal as a present. They think that leaving a little puppy dog or a kitty cat under that Christmas tree is just the ticket. And then people often find that animal is too loud or pees too much in the house. They find that it's almost like they've got a wild animal, like there is a curse upon them. And this sign is here to remind us that make sure if you're going to gift your loved ones a pet for the holidays, that they're ready for it, lest they be hit with the curse of the werewolf, which is why in January there's so many more animals in the shelters. So adopt, don't shop, and I'm glad that Dark Universe put this sign out here to remind us.
Stop by Frosty Moon in Celestial Park to see how they were celebrating. You know, with more than just garland, they also have an exclusive flavor, chocolate peppermint. TCBY ain't got nothing on Frosty Moon. Wow. Chocolatey, little pepperminty. If you're a peppermint lover, I offered you a spoon.
That's good. It tastes like a York.
It's like a peppermint patty, but in ice cream form. I'm going to give this, because I love chocolate, I love peppermint, I'm going to give this 9 out of 10. Betty! Hi!
Daddy! Hi!
More decor checks. We are at the Oak and Star Tavern, which if you've been inside or seen our videos, you know that it's themed to being in the woods. And there's all these like adorable woodland creatures, and they're in the garland as well. Like there's little bunnies as well as some maple leaves. And inside, looks like we have some Christmas trees. Oh, these are adorable. First of all, the big balls like look like wood, like a tree. And then you've got little acorns, little deer, owl, squirrel. These are my favorite decorations so far outside of Wizarding World. These are really cute. Continuing our celestial stroll, we've made it to the Pizza Pie Moon. Cheese grater wreaths, stop it right now. They're like the bells, that's too much. And then over here, you've got planet ornaments, but they look like pizzas. This is cute. Can we have pizza wreaths? Yeah. That was a much more enthusiastic yeah than when I wanted the snake wreath. Also, there's mushrooms on this one. Sorry, Oak and Star, you have been surpassed. It was a short-lived win for you. Time to visit our final portal, Super Nintendo World. Now, like Dark Universe, they don't have any advertised holiday offerings, which I'm not surprised by because the original two Super Nintendo Worlds didn't do holidays their first year in existence, and then they added stuff the second year. So maybe next year we'll have stuff in Super Nintendo World, but would we be good holiday detectives if we did not go check out just to make sure there's not a holiday surprise?
No, we would not.
No, we would not.
Yeah. Okay, upon first stepping inside, I just see Princess Peach. She's not really wearing anything Christmassy over there. I don't see any decorations, but I don't know if we've got the best view.
I think maybe we should get a bird's eye view.
You mean Yoshi's, don't you?
I definitely mean a Yoshi's eye view, and in no way is this a ploy to try to get the pink Yoshi.
Okay. All right, well, we are going to go hop on the back of a Yoshi, hopefully a pink one, so Molly can complete her quest, and overlook this lovely world to see if there's any Christmas decorations we might have missed. This attraction has a 34-inch height requirement and is a slow-moving omnimover attraction where Toad and you search for different color Yoshi eggs. Molly is very excited to get on Yoshi's adventure.
Just trying to get our express out.
Let's go.
Hello.
It's a Christmas miracle. Well, couldn't find any additional holiday decorations, but I'm not sure it matters.
God bless us, everyone. It's a Christmas miracle.
Pink Yoshi accomplished. You know, we still have to check out one last spot in Celestial Park.
I know, but we got Pink Yoshi. Hats off to the team member who saw. We were going to miss it by one. There was yellow and then pink, and I think he saw my face and he goes, "Do you want the pink one?" And I was like, "Really?"
Molly, the entire queue saw your face.
I said, "Really?" And he gave us the pink one.
They went viral.
There is one last spot to look for holiday treats and items in Celestial Park. So we're going to stop, first of all, by Moonship Sweets before we go to Otherworld's Mercantile to see if Captain Cacao is stocking any holiday cheer. I mean, we do have a plush, which is adorable, as Molly is showcasing directly in front of you. Very cute, but as a quick little glance about, outside of the decorations, which includes a bunch of small Christmas trees upon the high shelves atop the bookshelves, I don't see anything specifically holiday, but I'm going to go check the sweets case. All right, upon further searching, we did not see any holiday-specific treats within the case, but we were informed by the team member that there would be some fudge coming soon that is specific to the holidays. It's just not here yet. So I suppose all that leaves is a trip into Otherworld's Mercantile. Well, it certainly does look like there is some holiday touches here inside Otherworld's Mercantile. Oh, hold on. We're seeing... This is an interesting placard. So we saw inside of Moonship Chocolates that they had the gift of sweets. But here in the Isle of Berk section of Otherworld's Mercantile, you can see the gift of flight. So I wonder what other gifts we're going to get. Specifically, what's the gift in Dark Universe? The gift of mystery.
The gift of fright.
The gift of magical creatures. We were putting bets on it being the gift of magic, which I think this is close.
Yeah, I think that, and let's bet on Super Nintendo World. I think it's going to be the gift of play.
Oh, I think the gift of games.
Or the gift of fun.
Ooh, fun's a good one. For all of Epic Universe, though, it is the gift of adventure. Molly is correct. For the Super Nintendo World section, it is the gift of play. Makes sense. All right, after taking a quick little peek around, other than what we saw in the holiday shop earlier in our ventures, it does not look like in this store, at least, there are any holiday or Christmas merchandise. All right, well, with that, our time as holiday investigators, detectives, really, here at Epic Universe has come to a close. I like the way they do the holidays here.
I really like it. Now, listen, it's the first year that this park has existed, so they're not going to make it seem like Christmas has thrown up all over it the way they do at other parks, because pretty much everyone coming to this park, it's their first time, and they want you to have the epic experience, not the holiday experience. But as someone who prefers that, I actually like how they've done it because it's very subtle, it's very crafted, it enhances the beauty of this park, but it doesn't take away from the park's message and the park's story.
I agree. It's what I like the most, and this is just to add on to what you said, is that the garland, I'm looking at it now as I'm holding this camera, the garland all throughout Celestial Park and where you can find it in the other portals really just enhances it, especially since from the get-go I have said that Epic Universe is a park that is designed to be seen in the evening, and the garland only adds to it.
I'm honestly surprised we got any holiday here this year. I was thinking they would keep it like classic epic, so I like that we got a little bit of garland. I like that we got some special treats some places. I'm sure that in future years we will get a little bit more as far as the holidays go, but again, this park opened up 6 months ago, so I'm just impressed that they added anything for the holidays, because it's an incredible undertaking just to open a park, let alone to then also figure out how to make it seasonal.
To build cheese grater
I
wreaths.
need the cheese grater wreath. Yeah, I was going to ask, what's your favorite decoration?
For me, I think my favorite decorations had to be found in Oakenstar. I like Oakenstar. I think it's underrated as a location on its own, but the decorations really added to that very homey tavern feel, and it just really spoke to me. As far as the treat goes, it's a toss-up. It's either between that new mac and cheese cone that you're going to find at in Isle of Berk, or Frosty Moon coming in hot with that chocolate peppermint.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Snoggletog Nog.
You're so right. The Snoggletog Nog was so long ago, but as far as the day goes, it was so good. Also so strong. Snoggletog Nog. I revised my decisions.
Around. The hooligans are not messing around.
I am happy to forfeit the cone and the Frosty Moon soft serve for the Snoggletog Nog. You?
My favorite decor, part of my heart is telling me to say the paper cutouts of the different Fantastic Beasts in Wizarding World, but another part of my heart is the cheese grater wreaths at Pizza Moon because of who I am. So those two are my favorite pieces of decor. My favorite treat, since you let them go.
Yeah, forfeited.
Since you forfeited, I'm gonna say probably the Frosty Moon ice cream, I really liked the mac and cheese cone too. Actually, everything we had today was pretty good. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in the future as well.
But in any case, until next time, friends, please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you are new, follow us on all of our socials, and come join us on Discord. We'd love to have you there. The links for all that are down below.
We've got a lot more holiday content, both here at Universal and at Walt Disney World over the years, so check out all of that, especially if you're going to the other parks to meet the mean green one himself. And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it's been Snoggle-tastic. I can't believe I got Pink Yoshi today. It's a Christmas miracle.
The reason for the season, Pink Yoshi.